Might be a long one. Maude, Ned, Todd, and Sam and Pink Beardman have entered the disco realm. We end in post-apocalypse verse. Disco Stu is now in a power couple with Sarah Wiggum. She has a coat made of Clancy. Stu is now Chief Disco Wiggum. Sam and Pink Beardman's brother is head of scrutiny. He calls in Rod and a crew of dead-eyed youths, including Cosine, Database, Ralph, and Dolph. They put a stick of dynamite up Ned's arse. Child Army takes Todd. Would you like to be Maude? Ned. Todd, Sam and Pink Beardman, Sarah Wiggum, Disco Stu, Rod, Cosine, or Sam and Pink Beardman's brother?
I don't know. Maude, Disco Stu, and the brother of Sam and Pink Beardman, and some of the youths.
Cosine, etc. Okay, and action. Oh, howdly doodly, spoodly doodly, we're entering the disco realm. I wonder what that can be.
It looks very colourful. And what do you think, Todd?
I agree.
Good boy, Todd.
Sam and Pink Beardman, what do you think? I have no opinion on this, to be honest, lads.
No SPP.
Come this way. Come this way. Get your handsly doodly hands off me, guard. Come this way.
Let's go into this.
Darren. Darren. Eddie.
Is that
Darren? Oh, that's you. Darren.
Salmon?
What are you doing here?
I am your brother and now head of scrutiny.
Oh, don't do anything bad to me.
You're gonna have to play your cards right. Go and speak to our new Chief Disco Wiggum over there. I'm Maude now.
Yeah, let's go and do that.
Oh yes, doodly oodly.
Everybody's having a funky time dancing. Hello, Disco Stu. Who's this lovely woman you're with?
Oh, Ma, don't you even recognise your own cousin?
Sarah Wiggum.
Not anymore.
What's the matter?
Not anymore. Look at my beautiful coat. I'm Sarah Disco Stew now.
Is that a coat of Clancy? It's beautiful.
Yes. Well, feel it's soft and fuzzy down.
It stinks.
Yes, I hold him out and wore him like a disco jacket.
Well, there isn't really much to say back to that, Sarah. Have a lovely life.
Oh,
what about you, Stu?
I'll have a lovely long life. I hope you have a lovely short life.
I will burn.
Rod, I need you in here. Things are kicking off.
Yes, sir. Start march. Yes, sir. Mr. Disco, Chief Wiggum. Sir, what can I do for you, sir?
I need you to keep the peace. How about you, Ralph? I am a grape. Don't remember why I've asked you to come in, but here's some dynamite. Do your worst.
I'm going to do my worst. Who's that bottom that's bent over there? Hammer. Like the dynamite Cosine.
Nedly doodly.
Oh, ouchily. Oh, that's gone right in. Oh.
Boo.
Neddy. Oh no.
Oh, bloody hell,
no.
I'm splattered all over that fella what you are married to, Maude.
That's okay. SPB. I think I love you anyway. Screw that guy. I need someone with all of their limbs and who isn't a zombie. Oh, we're in a cage now. Who put us in here?
I did.
Oh, Dolph.
Put this bloody disco chain around your neck. I can't help but dance. I feel so sad and alone, but I can't help but boogie on down.
Can't stop doing the monkey.
Can't stop doing the hot potato.
Dancing is fun. What do you think?
Chief Disco Wiggum. You? Me? Tomorrow we go to war for the land and sea.
Yes, let's go, Chief Disco Wiggum. I really love you.
Thanks, Todd. Great support work. You are my Todd now. Pat.
Yes,
Good,
Daddy.
Todd.
Yes, Daddy. Oh,
Good,
I can't
Todd.
stop dancing, no matter how painful it is. Oh.
Let us meander our way to this war as slowly and nonsensically as we can.
Maude, it's a Maude fan cast. Maude Flanders, I mean, and flustered duck-faced smile. Maude is objectified by dirty next-door neighbor and bar owner who would be on her in a second. Joy of shame, unapologetic friends of cow named Ermintrude, ? The pocket bread of days out is an Indian wedding for this 5 a.m. early bird riser. It's the Maude Good Cast episode 41. No, it's episode 54, season 6, episode 2. Season 6, episode 2, who would have thought it?
Even possibly begin to believe it.
And who would have thought that we would actually be in the real life Springfield? Now, obviously, we've been separated and we've been communicating by cellular phone. And it's time for me to go downtown. I wonder who I'm going to meet. Oh, I can't believe it. It's only the Springfield church. I'm going to go in there and see if I can maybe see the Reverend Lovejoy or one of those people.
Hi, yes, I'm the town priest.
Oh, hello. Are you Reverend Timothy Lovejoy?
Can't you tell from the accent?
Yes, bye.
Hail Christ.
Okay, what to next? It's the Android's Dungeon. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to see the comic shop bookman. Ding dong. Hey, everyone. Is this the worst episode ever or what?
Hello, yes, it's me, the comic book man. Least best episode of all time.
Bye. I'm just on the street just randomly, and who's that bending down to pick up a nickel? It's only Sea Captain.
Shiver me timbers.
Bye, Sea Captain. Well, I'm having the greatest day of my life, even though I wish Zaz could see this. I wonder where he is. But, all right, final stop. Let me have a bit of a rest. I'm going to go into Moe's Tavern. Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Welcome to Moe's Tavern. Do you like a death?
Yes, please. Do you still sell flaming Moe's?
No, that only happened once. Either in the past or the future.
I'm looking for a child called Animate Carbon Todd. He's like a glowing green boy. Do you know where he is, bartender?
I ain't not seen no kids around here. I'm gross and shit.
Oh, look who's just arrived.
Oh, yes.
Would it be
Shit.
his classic catchphrase?
Hello, yes, it's me, Ethel Duffman. Oh, yes.
Have you seen any glowing green animate carbon Todds?
Oh, yes.
Could you take me to him?
Duffman certainly can. Oh, yes.
Your beefy
Okay.
shoulders.
Duffman thinks this kid here smells like a Todd. Oh, yes.
That is not my Todd. That's Todd Flanders.
I don't want your fucking veg.
That's not my Todd.
Duffman has to go now. Duffman has an appearance to make on the podcast Demons, Donkeys, and Dollhouses. Oh, yes.
I've had enough of this. I'm going to go and sit down under this tree where I will say, it's hello, good morning, and sadly not barbecue. Ingest the genus of chlorinated chicken, chap. Brought to you by Jeff Apple, Sunderland, I suppose. It's a long way away. Sure hope there's no issues there. All hail corporate imperialism. Sponsors, Vivacious, runner-up, Paul, Season 9 runner-up, serving up Mary J. Blige realness for some, and Carol Channing meets Edgar Allan Poe.
Exactly. Sums her up perfectly. I am your grandma. I am the grandma, your YouTube superstar. One day, I'm going to have a baby, and you will call her mom. That baby will have a baby, and you will have that song to know that I am your grandma. Challenges notions of mortality, celebrity, and the universal impetus of creation and legacy.
Anti-sponsors, son of Sonny Bono, cough bright sniffer from North Korea, Incorporated, mediocre rapper and enemy of Wigan, and wife of Dave Brubeck, Incorporated, all been very quiet recently.
They're in another dimension, so it makes it harder for them to sue us.
It certainly does.
But they'll still try. And meat. Do have a cow's man. Gravy. The original sauce. We get it, you love carcasses. Carnivores can't shut up about it. Bacon. Divine value deal. I whilst Brendan is having his own adventure in the back of my man's car or something, but that might have been me. I am getting irked at the fact that she's not here, but I do have this cannon that killed her, this t-shirt cannon that killed her, so I'm going to take it to Dr. Frank and see if he can do anything, see if he can find anything out about this weapon that I'm pushing as a murder weapon. So are you going to help me or not, Professor?
Oh, yes. I'm definitely
here
going to help you. That's what we call a weapon of more destruction.
Glaven.
But seriously, this is just a t-shirt cannon. What do you want me to do with it?
I would like you to find out whoever has held this cannon.
No, I'm not a medical doctor. You have to go see a medical doctor. I'm a science doctor.
I would have thought this would have been covered under your thing. But...
No, this is very much not up my alley. Here.
Okay, so this is not... but it's still not a police matter.
I cure incontinence mostly these days.
I see.
I'm an incontinence professional. Why don't you go see the Dr. Nick down street?
Well, I would have thought incontinence would have been a medical thing.
It's science.
It's all science. All under the same branch.
It's all
yes,
Scooby-Doo to me. Bye.
I'll go and speak to Dr. Niche.
Hey, everyone. I'm Dr. Niche with your ones.
Hi, Dr. Niche.
With a cannon, we say she everybody. I'm Dr. Knock. I rub this for DNA.
Well, thank you for that. I would like you to just tell me whose DNA is on this, because while I'm in Springfield, I might as well solve the death of Ned's wife.
I swabbed it for DNA, and I tell you, boys, that I know who did this murder. Everybody?
No. This quickly.
But in classic twist mode, it's 5 DNAs, and I don't know which one is the murdered DNA.
You just call me Maude.
Ka-ching.
5 people's DNA. That's 4 more than I was hoping for.
Bye, everybody. I've got to go now. I've got a very serious appointment.
Bye, Dr. Knock.
Well, Zaz, are you still there on the line?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just messing around with some of the C-listers.
Nice. I like sea lions too. So here we're coming to a segment called True Maude for the Torium. Now, we did say we were going to follow up on the BoJack Horseman point, but that involved far too much research. So we're just going to go to the Urban Dictionary definitions of Maude. I'll read the first one. No, you read the first one, and then we'll take it in turns.
Urban Dictionary
definition. Each one with Maude.
Maude. The feeling of enlightenment, usually to describe a high off of marijuana or alcohol. Wanna get Maude?
B. Someone who is completely and utterly crazy. They are different and proud to be different, often going against something that the crowd likes because they personally don't like it. Maudes are awesome. Higher degree of being mad. Steve just lost his game and his girlfriend in the same night. I know he Maude.
Maude. Maude is a complimentary term used to describe one of great beauty and personality.
D. A Maude tends to saunter through their environment and attract the attention of many husky males while encouraging the salivary glands to go into overdrive, resulting in large wet patches on the male's shirt and a glazed expression. It may take up to 3 weeks for males or females, if they are that way inclined, to recover from a sighting of a Maude. Common symptoms of Maude sightings include heart palpitations, entering cardiac arrest, a dreamy expression, immediately possessing love songs, clammy palms, and writing poetry, a smile resembling one who has slept with a coat hanger in their mouth, extremely fast speech, and butterflies of the stomach. Maudes move in large social circles and have the capability to maintain deep friendships. Maudes are also philosophists and tend to organize one's problems into something more manageable. You can spot a Maude a mile off. The Maude in the group is the one who your eye is automatically drawn to due to their magic glow and overwhelming originality.
That sounds like it was written by me.
Or by a Maude.
Or by a Maude. Is this just an example of D?
Who knows?
Doctor, what have we here? Paramedic, a suspected Maude sighting. Doctor, another. We've had 334 cases in the past 24 hours. Paramedic, and Maude's rare. Doctor, yes, but they impact masses of males at a time. He'll never be the same.
F. Hashtag Maude, hashtag Maude, hashtag Maudie, hashtag Maudie Poos, hashtag Winston by Holly D. A friendly elderly woman who befriends young people, often your friend's mom or grandma, who tries to teach their young kids life lessons. Originally from the movie Harold and Maude, a really cool old lady.
Maude, hey Charlie, let's go save this tree from pollution. Charlie, what? Maude, let's rescue it from this concrete jungle and take it to the forest. Charlie, oh Maude, you're so awesome. Maude, well, you have to live, Charlie.
H, Maude, a phrase in Ireland meaning to stalk or creep, originates from an old folklore tale of an old woman named Maude. Maude Granty in Irish defines a nosy old woman who used to be very nosy in her friend's private business.
Maude also is used to describe a large-breasted woman, busty, or, very precisely, a large-breasted, creepish woman. That girl won't leave me alone. She keeps in at my business and won't piss off. What a Maude. Hashtag Maude. Hashtag Grant. Hashtag nosy. Hashtag creep. Hashtag stalk.
Maude. A Maude is a person which is toxic and annoying. They will only break your heart and ruin your friendship. You should keep a large distance from them. Girl. Do you think that new girl is nice? Other girl. No, she is a Maude. Girl. Oh shit. Stay the hell away from her then.
Okay. Maude. Mauded music. The undeliberate act of clearing out an entire bar by playing loud and obnoxious power pop while simultaneously jumping on a trampoline. Did you hear that opening band last night? They completely mauded the audience.
Nice. Now, as we said, 2 Maude for the Torium is obviously a long Mauditorium piece. And that was long, but it was very detailed and very beautiful. Which of those definitions do you think are most appropriate for our Maude?
Certainly C. Maude is a complimentary term used to describe one of great beauty and personality. D is also mostly a definite. It sounds like Homer, especially with the drooling and the glazed expression is just like a traditional Homer look. And I, but without the creepish.
So you would define, you take from that she is great beauty and personality. She gives heart palpitations to all the people, and she's busty, but won't leave you alone, but not the creepish bit. Good. So as we know, the Maude Flans Internet Museum theme park database is off in another dimension, so we've no idea what's happening there. I can only hope A, time passes at the same speed, otherwise we're going to end up somewhere else, or B, all is well there, but who knows? We've got no way of getting in touch, and even Jacques hasn't found a way to come through the multiverse yet. So shall we move on to some content?
Yeah, we're all alone in this 2D animation world.
We are, only surrounded by the hundreds of some characters that we love.
Yes, but aren't that overwhelmed with. It hasn't really, neither of us are that excited.
It's almost like we're just randomly meeting people, isn't it?
Yeah, currently it's plotless, but I can't see that continuing, considering we have to find the correct Todd, and there's hundreds of characters we're probably going to just bump into.
I wonder if at some point we'll end up in Springfield Township, or even what's it called? Twin Peaks? Not Twin Peaks. Turn Peaks.
Oh yeah.
Clip 1.
That sounds like it would be crazy.
Too crazy for us. Season 3. Clip 1. Trash of the Titans. I actually told someone about this clip today, and I described it in detail, and they were in hysterics. It's actually when you take these clips by themselves, they actually are pretty funny.
Yes.
Clip 1. Trash of the Titans. Ned is approaching Homer's door and trash hits him on the head, specifically a banana peel. The Simpsons' yard is covered in trash. Ned says, "Ooh." Homer says, "Sorry, Ned, didn't see you down there," then turns to Bart inside saying, "Got him." Bart gives a thumbs up, and we get an aerial view of Ned from the top window. The whole front lawn is covered in garbage. "Oh, Homer, I hate to be fussy Freddy, but Maude's folks are here, and they're a tad touchy about odors." Homer says, "Then you might want to close your windows before the sun hits Diaper Hill." Swipe to a mountain of shitty nappies, and Rod is climbing to the top. His arms fly up. There's not much visible shit, but lots of flies. Rod gets to the top and says delightedly, "Look, Daddy, I'm the king of the mountain." "Rod, get off of there," shouts Ned.
Lovely. This is worth mentioning. We're in the back end of season 9 now. We've got one more episode for us, and then we're into season 10, the penultimate season of our life. The train's moving. That's not usually a window where they are, which is elastic continuity again, but it's worth worth it for what happens. And they're just they've upped the cartoonishness. Like I think I've mentioned that in like season 9. They're moving away from the realism, and sometimes that doesn't work, like with the Skinner thing. And sometimes it does work in that it's just Homer's just getting more and more obnoxious and just mean. There's no need for this whatsoever. Ned has a valid point, and she's not in it. She's not around it, but we know that the Goodmans are in town.
We know that Frank and
Marilyn.
We know that Frank and Marilyn are here. We know they're together. We know that, even though Frank's estranged, he still decided to go and visit. What is the occasion that has brought them all the way from Springfield Township?
I don't know. Is the short answer. I don't think it's anything big. I think it's probably just a conscious effort to see each other. And from what we've gathered, Maude has been to the township a few times, so it would make sense that now these guys are coming visiting Maude and Ned. But something between this is the last time we're confident that the Goodmans are good. Like after this, something happens because they are not at the funeral. So I've speculated that sometime between here and Maude's funeral, Marilyn will die and Frank will just kind of disappear.
Yeah, something goes wrong between Marilyn and Frank, and something goes very wrong for Marilyn herself. Let's try that.
Yeah, I think that's...
Something goes wrong for Maude and Frank, and something goes very bad for Marilyn. End of life bad.
Yes, Marjorie is the wife of Homer.
It's true.
I think I've speculated before that I think Marilyn dies specifically something to do with this diaper hill or something to do with the garbage problem. So I think that Homer inadvertently is about to kill Maude's mother very soon. I was thinking about why they didn't say Ned's parents, and I don't know if at this point, because they do come back. Like Ned has his parents are knocking about in later episodes, as in they interact with, like Ned and the kids and Homer and the gang. But at this point, we'd just seen them as hippies in a flashback. So I think they were just trying to avoid using them or having them around. So they went for Maude's parents instead. And that's about it.
It would be a big bombshell to drop if his parents were there. So maybe it was the safe option.
Yes. But then they just gave up on that and brought them back later as recurring characters anyway.
I wonder if in Maude's diary we'll find out a little bit more about their visit and maybe her subsequent sickness and death. And maybe it was Frank blaming Maude and Ned for this death that led to the estrangement. But who knows? That's all speculation. Speculation.
Maybe it'll be a passive-aggressive allegorical story about me going to a Wetherspoons and asking, could I order toast with my all-day breakfast? And they said no, but they allowed me to order bread. Maybe that's got something to do with it.
I hope so. Clip 2. King of the Hill. Mountain. Opening on the mountain, we get a classic BOTH shot in a beige jacket, ? Then we go on to a ponytailed corporate man and other less ponytailed corporate man. They're wearing a black and red power source jacket, source spelled SAUCE, and a crystal round his neck. He says, when he reaches the top, Mr. Simpson, Homer is dressed in mountain climbing gear, Mr. Simpson will plant this power source flag as an eternal symbol of man's contempt for nature. He turns to the other corporate man covering one of the 5 microphones and says, wait, is contempt the word I want here? Says the other man, just in case we have not got it. Homer, ponytail man says, Homer, you're the world's greatest hero. Do you owe it all to power source? That's right, Bratton Eel, says Homer. Oh, I only eat power sauce. The bar with apple sauceticity holds up power bar. I thought it was quite early to have a power bar actually at that time, but maybe the Americans had those things. Cut to crowd. Marge is in a beige power suit. Marge and everybody else. Marge says, oh, has anyone mentioned that Homer doesn't know anything about mountain climbing? Maude, long, immobile face and body. There are TV cameras there. Close up on Marge. Maude is next to her. Marge, this is all crazy. Hands up in WTF, shrug. Close up of statue Maude. There are many Roswells here. Luann, Agnes, Helen, but no Hoover. Agnes is not Roswell. Well, yes, a number of people say non-ponytail man, but don't worry, we're sending 2 Sherpas along as guides. Cut to 2 Tibetan Nepalese-looking Sherpas in traditional costumes. One, in Mo's voice, says in Nepalese, "Afa saw your death last night." Second Sherpa says, unfussed, "Stop saying that. It seems the quip machine was broken," I noted.
I'd just like to point 2 things that aren't relevant, but just that you just said that made me laugh. Did you say Bratton Eel?
Yeah, I thought that's what he was saying his name was.
I believe it's just Brad and Neil.
Okay. I listened about 3 or 4 times and I was like, well, it's really weird. Is Bratton Eel is he a celebrity? I was going to look up and see whether he was a wrestler.
It sounds like a law firm, like a quirky law firm. You also said Maude to avoid saying Maude instead of Maude,
Ka-ching.
which made me laugh. This is a lovely jacket that she's wearing. We're late in the day here to be in a new costume. I mean, everyone in the scene's wearing winter clothes, so it's not that special. But I just thought it was interesting that we were this late in the day and it's not winter. We just stood at the bottom of a mountain. Like, would it be that cold at the bottom of a mountain?
Not on a normal day.
No, which I think it is. So that struck me as odd. And my other note that I can't read is, one day we'll be nostalgic for these meaningless scenes. We're still at the time now where she can appear pointlessly, where she is just a face in the crowd, not blinking and not moving. And her appearances are going to get a lot more specific relatively soon, post-death.
Except when they randomly forget and put her in the crowd anyway.
Yeah, but from what I can tell, that's only happened maybe twice. I've got once, definitely. There might be 2. But yeah, she's just motionless again. It's nice. It's nice for her. She's just a part of the town. And I think she just would like to see Homer attempt this feat. Like, I believe that she would actually go to this.
Would she not also want to see him plummet to his death?
Well, yeah, she wants to see him try and fail. But she's just intrigued at what his idea of trying would be, I think.
She won't be disappointed, as we find out very soon what his idea of effort amounts to. You can come and eat your tea. In fact, you should.
She wouldn't do it herself. She wouldn't even, entertain the idea of trying this. But she's very quick to think he won't be able to do this.
Well, a couple of things. Do you think she's ever done any kind of mountain climbing or other extreme kind of sport? And 2, what led Homer to doing it?
I can't see her doing anything that extreme because it would have to be her that suggested doing it because the other 3 are terrified of everything. And I can't see her pushing that hard for I don't think she'd get anything out of seeing Rod skydive. So
the rest of us would, though.
Yes, we certainly would. She did a bit of skydiving, but it wasn't intentional towards the end. Really close to the end, like seconds before the end.
Yeah, we got what you meant.
She dies.
Spoiler.
I like the fact that he says is contempt the right word and the other guy says yes. It's sort of like a doubling down on it. Overall, not much to say.
Overall, lots of fun. What about the Nepalese Mo?
Yeah, it was good. I didn't pick up on it sounding like Mo at all. I'm going to go back to it and listen. But I kind of just pay attention to what Maude's doing. Shockingly.
Well, yeah, in this case, it didn't. I don't think it would have taken a lot of attention. If single cell left in place for the entire scene.
No, I think they were just Mauding the audience.
What was your reference earlier to Weatherspoon's toast and bread?
Oh, that just happened to me yesterday. And
I thought you were suggesting I'd done this to you at some point. I was racking my brains to see when that had happened.
No, it happened to me yesterday, and it's one of the most bafflingly irritating things that's happened to me in a while, in that they wouldn't allow me to order. They said they don't do toast after 11 in the morning, but they allowed me to order bread. So they just couldn't possibly have used a toaster after 11 in the morning, and I just found it ridiculous. So I was thinking last night maybe more should talk about it in a diary.
Probably. Toast is breakfast food and bread is lunch food. That's the message that Tim Witherspoon's is set on?
Apparently, even though I would consider toast as a staple of an all-day breakfast.
ADB. Toast on one side, so one side of the toast is hard and crunchy, and the other side is as soft as a bed. What do you mean?
That's incorrect. Just full toast.
FT.
Yes.
Clip 3. Homer is up on the mountain huffing oxygen. He gasps and throws a canister away. Oh man, this is hard. Grabs next canister. Pan zoom back. He is about 6 meters up in the air. Maude in pink shoes, classic BOTB shot, full length beige coat. Bart shouts up to Homer, Dad, you should save a couple of bottles for when you get a little bit higher. And we see canisters galore scattered around. Maude has not moved.
Accurate. She's moved again. She's judging Homer for his lack of motion whilst being as motionless as she possibly can be.
I don't think Maude moved in the last episode either. I think it's been several months since we covered a Maude that moved.
She had a line, I think, didn't she? Had the whole sort of.
She was in the kitchen.
But that was about it. She's definitely doing less this week. Less is Maude.
Ka-ching.
Yes.
Less is Marge.
Less is Marge. I didn't answer your second question why Homer is doing this. He joined a gym with Wolfcastle. I can't remember the start or why that happened, but he has now been sponsored. This power bar company has basically thought, we're going to sponsor an unhealthy man to get healthy and then climb this mountain. So this joke is relatively out of place because Homer's basically been training, I think, for this event, and then they've just gone immediately back to, Homer's stupid and fat and lazy. This is one of those jokes that some of the Simpsons earlier jokes are like nuanced and subtle, and this is a joke you can see coming from like the scene before, and I applaud that they just still go for it. There isn't a twist. There isn't like a further, like Rick and Morty would push it to like, they do the thing you expect and then they would do something unexpected on top of that. This is just, we're going to do the thing you expect and you're going to laugh.
Yeah, but I have to be honest, when he was huffing the canisters, I didn't immediately predict that he was going to be like 3 meters off the ground, but then that's just me.
Maybe I'm just used, I've seen it a lot of times, but to me, yeah, it's just...
To be honest,
pretty obvious.
It was pretty obvious.
But he does successfully climb the mountain. So again, it's not in character for him in this episode, but because
it doesn't matter. But what does matter is that Maude is wearing the full-length beige coat and she's got pink shoes. What's that all about?
She usually wears pink shoes.
Does she? Yeah, I guess.
I believe so.
All right, moving on. Clip 4.
Yeah, there isn't a but really. I haven't said anything. I just put that she looks pensive when you see her from the back.
Tight shoulders.
Like invested. But I think she's invested because she thinks, is this it? Is this how he dies? Is he going to die now?
Is he going to fall from slightly above head height?
Yes, to his death.
To his inevitable death. And I'm right here to see it. Clip 4. Lisa in Simpson's garden grabs something covered in snow. Where in the world did you find a sled on top of the... It is a dead man who has gone blue. His arms are bent back and his face is blue. He has rigor mortis. Gibbert arrives. Dr. Hibbert arrives. Cut to crowd. Maude and Ned. Maude and Ned take one step back and gasp and freezes. Hibbert creaks the man's rigor mortis-sized body and says, it looks like someone tried to eat him. Maude, with Maude's Praiseland statue face, is looking at ground. Grandpa says, what are you looking at me for, you suspiciously? You people are all crazy. Hoover is there. Maude is not moving, but she is wrapped up well nice in a white scarf, now to go with the beige jacket. Grandpa's teeth fly out of his mouth and bounce over to clamp on the arm of the dead man. Abe shouts, okay, waving his hands defensively. Here's what I think happened, and then turns and runs into the woods.
It is funny. It is a good grandpa acting like Homer moment.
But that's I wondered why it wasn't Homer who was. Like, I assumed it was going to the man who tried to eat him would have been Homer.
There is some context missing here. First of all, they're not in the Simpsons garden; they're still just at the bottom of the mountain. And at some point, there's been a story. Grandpa told a story about also climbing this mountain, like getting halfway off, whatever, and then like basically, so where he was with people. And then basically it's something like he tells everybody that he watched a lot of people eat somebody. And then it turns out it was just Grandpa who tried to eat him. But Homer finds the body and uses it as a sled to get down the mountain unintentionally, I think.
And Weekend at Bernie's style action.
Yes. Maude's first corpse, I ask. Do we think this is her first? It's the first time we've seen her with a live corpse.
Is it? I'm struggling to think of another example, so yes, maybe it is.
And I might be wrong about this because I didn't do any fact checking at all, but I believe the next person that Hibbert pronounces dead is Maude.
I'll buy that for $1.
I'll keep my eye on it, but she's so again one of those adding to the Destiny Lost Twin Peaks kind of Maude storyline where her death is being like predetermined. With everything she does, she's always around death.
We saw a lot of it early on, a lot of clues of death, but death hasn't reared its head too much recently. But now I think the death hints will be coming TNF.
Oh yeah, and also I like this is how she would dress in the spin-off sitcom, I believe, in the colder Springfield township.
It's Maude's spin-off outfit, cold bracket.
Exactly, but everybody looks good.
Maybe if we get to go to Springfield Township, or maybe we can break into her house and look through the closet and see what outfit she has.
That would be fun. It depends if we get there before Homer shreds it all.
Well, I mean, in this reality where we are, and we know that she has passed away, spoiler, but we have no idea how long ago that happened.
Yes, but given that the multiverse is a copyright thing, this might not even be a Springfield where Maude and Ned were married. It probably is, though.
All signs pointing towards that being the case, that it's the real Springfield. But, we've got to keep our eyes open for all possibilities. So that's it. Where did that joke of here's what I think happened, or like some variation on that, and then the person running away?
It's happened on The Simpsons. I don't know if it's just a Simpsons joke that they've repeated themselves a couple of times, but it feels very cliche or very.
The version is I can explain, and then they just turn and run away.
Yeah,
that's what.
And it sort of works every time as well, and in any context, really, it is funny. But I can't think of any other examples of it. But it feels like a very Simpsons thing to me. Like I could almost certainly confirm that it's happened before and since this, probably 100 times after this.
I'm gonna look on the TV tropes. The runaway. I can explain. No, this is not. This is them actually explaining, not the I can explain and then run away. Yeah, I don't know what that trope's called. Anyway, that's all the clips for today. So
it certainly is. Before we continue, I don't have a Maudio commentary for you, but I did listen to some commentaries last night. I listened to the Praise Line one, and they barely talk about her in that. But there is a point where one of the writers, either Al Jean or Max Stone Graham, refer to Marge as Maude and then correct itself. Yeah, I was disappointed there wasn't a ka-ching.
Wouldn't that be great if next time you were listening, one of them did it and then they said ka-ching?
It would be great.
That would make all of this worthwhile.
It would be fantastic.
Anyway, I'm just going to hang up for a minute while you get on with your business. I'm over here still shocked that I've been introduced to animate carbon Todd, but it was the real Todd. So now I'm kind of hiding in the bushes. I haven't seen Ian Max Tone Graham. Well, it was the real Todd. It wasn't animate carbon Todd. I've still no idea where he is.
Where's the real Todd? Has he just gone inside?
He's buggered off. He was with some kid, some little greasy kid. Couldn't tell who he was.
Oh, yes. I am still here with Dr. Noctopus. Hi, Dr. Nick.
Hello, boys.
He's the most mediocre doctor I could find, and apparently I went to the scientist who I assumed would help me with the forensic stuff. He then said I need to go and see like a biological doctor.
Well, let's hope. So anyway, I'm going to ring off now for a little while, save some batteries. Beep. So,
Have you-
Nathan, boys, what's your name, Nathan?
That's the one.
Nathan, I can only give you 5 sets of fingerprints, and I've brought you in, and I'm saying, first one is Ned Flanders. Ned, did you do it? I brought them all in just to help. Ned, did you do it? No, diddly oodly, I didn't. He checks out.
Oh, is that enough for you? Okay. I don't think it was Ned though. I agree.
Officer
Who else was on there?
Officer Eddie, did you do it? Did you murder and turn up the heat? Crank up the heat on that t-shirt cannon.
No, I reckon that weren't me.
He checks out.
Who else?
Crazy cat lady, did you turn up the heat and crank and kill Maude Flanders?
I already told you I wasn't going to do anything else for that podcast.
She checks out. Sanjay, Indian man Sanjay, could you answer this question in a full sentence? No, less than 10 words. Indian man Sanjay, did you, out of malice aforethought, turn up t-shirt cannon to blast Maude, maybe for some underpaid bill?
I'm being told not to do the accent. I have not. What was the question again?
He checks out. And finally, NASCAR lady, I couldn't find her. I think she's only gone and done one. She doesn't check out. I think that's where your next trail leads. Find NASCAR lady.
That's very suspicious. I don't even know how to track her down.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello?
Did you find anything out?
Not really. Oh, wait, yeah, it was the, I'm looking for a NASCAR lady because I think the t-shirt cannon was a murder weapon, and I'm going to kick off big style.
Oh, man, that's cold. And Nathan, I got to go now. Bye. Previous engagement.
Bye,
Who
Dr. Nick.
was that? Dr. Nick.
Dr. Nick.
Knock, knock.
They don't tell you in the cartoon how bad all these people smell.
Well, it's not smell-o-vision, isn't it? Have they got the stink lines and everything?
Exactly.
Anyway, while we're on the phone here, I've just texted you a picture of a Maude art. It's Maude drawn as June Swan by Chu Ronix on DeviantArt from the Gatchaman Battle of the Planets, as it was known in England. So what do you make of that?
I have no idea what it's referencing, but I think it's really good. She looks like some kind of duck superhero, some kind of Japanese anime duck woman. She's wearing like the sort of Wonder Woman-y style generic like clothing. She's busty here. She's got a nice little belt. Oh yeah. I'm going to assume that she's supposed to be a swan then, not a duck, as her name is Jun, the swan.
She is the team's electronic and demolition expert. Her bird style is based off the swan. Her workplace, the Go-Go Cafe Snack J, serves as the gathering place for the science ninja team.
Excellent.
Gatchaman.
So she's sort of the head investoress in this world. It's really good. She's got like the correct lipstick and everything on this picture. No complaints, 0 negative comments.
It's pretty well done, and it's a fine choice to have Maude as this character because she's one of the main characters. So whoever designing this really did their Maude work.
I very much like the swan helmet.
It's very cool, isn't it?
Yeah, with or without Maude underneath it. That is a cool helmet.
Excellent. Before we sign off and find somewhere to sleep for neat, do you have a Maude diary that you can share?
Yes, I think I do. I brought the book with me. Ergen tried to use it as toilet paper, but I stopped him for the most part.
It's all bottoms with him, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Dear diary, it stinks. Homer Simpson has boycotted the trash department, and guess whose problem that's turned out to be? That's right, Maude's. But also, it's doubly bad because my mother and father are staying at the minute. I decided to come down for a little, just a nice little refresher. I think whoever that woman was in Springfield Township who does yoga, like something, I don't remember her name. Apparently she's got really full on in the last couple of months, so they needed a break from the township. Excuse me. So they came, and it was nice for a couple of days, and then we realised that all that was going on next door, and there's just this disgusting. So we decided I'm gonna take the mind off it. We're gonna go out for a nice pub lunch. I already know what I'm gonna get.
And then there's another diary entry later from that day.
Dear diary, what a joke. Is it really any different to just take 2 slices of bread and put them in a toaster? I'm a paying customer. I've already paid more money than what this shitty breakfast is worth. The bar staff attitude needs working on, because, you know, I was going to ask for another sausage, but the fact that she was so rude about the toast not being an option put me off. There must be, it's a hotel as well, so they must, like, you know, I just don't understand how there wasn't access to a toaster, and how somebody, fair enough if this girl was new, I think it was like a second day or something, but the guy next to her was like a supervisor, and he could have just leaned over and said, oh, like, I know, it's all right, we'll just, you know, we'll do it, because it's not remotely a problem. And then it came and they just gave me a load of chips, which I didn't want, and I had to eat it with just 2 cold slices of raw toast. And not happy, not going back. It's not been very good for years, to be honest, and they were really bad with the staff last year in the pandemic. But yeah, for me personally, it's a no from Maude. And I think my mum's got cholera as well from the nappies. Bye.
Ooh la la, so far more focus on Maude's toast-related irks, almost as if this diary had taken the long-form version of a Yelp review against a local Weatherspoons. Malicious and deliberately seeking to do damage.
Yep.
And downplaying the potential life-threatening illness that has engulfed her mother's body. But still, can't have everything, can you?
No toast, all cholera.
Shall we finish with the song?
Called.
Nice. Oh, they have titles. That's good.
Yes, I only just looked up now.
But they all have titles?
Yeah, every single one of them's had a title.
Wow.
Maybe one day I'll find them.
That would be great if you could add those to all the earlier diaries. I hope people are enjoying the diary multi-cut out there on YouTube.
7 of them are.
That's a great find. If I was a Maude Flanders fan and I found that, I'd be like, cool. And I'd listen to like probably about 3 minutes of it.
Yeah.
But then I'd go back and I'd tell all my friends how great it was. And then I'd think, well, I bet if I'm telling everyone how great it is, I probably have to listen to all of it. Then I'd listen to like 15 minutes of it.
That's what we need, sort of obligation listens.
Pity
Morally
listens
obligated
and
listeners.
I've got 8.
Nice.
Which is half as many as the unlisted video of Nam making a paper boat. And a link which I haven't shared with anybody.
But it still has double the amount. Oh no, I have 16.
Oh, maybe we can promote it more.
Yes, get Nami to do another boat video.
We can promote it via paperboat videos.
Yes.
It's gone viral. All right, who's going first?
Me.
I hope our batteries don't run out with all this chit chat.
No, let's get on it. A real view of Ned from top window. Fussy Freddy.
There a tad touched before hurt his son climbing their hutch.
But Maud's folds are here. Maud's folds are hurt and they're a tad touch.
Nappies climbing delightfully, both shot in beige jackered, citral round.
Eternal symbol as man's contumops for nature.
Dress wide in Munton, Grat, Mature Simpson, plant this power source flag.
Mock tyrophones, apple saucicity.
Homer, you're the world's greatest hero. Sauce.
Cut to 2 tibital nulluling shitowers.
That's right, Brat and Eel. Only eat the power source.
Quip machine was balking.
A class in bot be shot, full length beige coat.
Hibber creaks the man's rigor mortis body.
Goober is there, Maud not loving, well nice.
Wavhingans.
Wavhingans.
The end.
The end.
We're
Ooh la
currently
la.
hearing our new end song.
What is it? Is it the Journey song? Any way you want me, that's the way I'm grooving.
That's the one.
Hope we don't get sued by Roger Bombombs from Journey.
A new opportunity for anti-sponsors.
I hope we don't get 2 new anti-sponsors. I hope traditional doesn't come back and sue us.
Or Cheryl for her corrections. Johan Anderson.
Of ABBA.
Yes, the Johan Anderson cast.
All right, bye.